fine state today is for these causes that we represent. We're not here for the cause of black, for the cause of white, for the cause of segregation, for the cause of integration, but we're here for freedom and liberty and to speak our peace in obedience to God and in loyalty to this great country. Amen. They have advocated a world government to be run by the communist-dominated United Nations that ought to be run out of the United States. People who now call for the moratorium are the ones who have squandered billions of dollars from our national treasure to aid and assist the enemies of America and freedom, both at home and abroad. They are the ones that deny freedom of choice, and I don't care whether it's from the White House, the Congress, or the church, or the State House. Those that deny freedom of choice are denying freedom to our people in this country, and they're betraying their oath of office, and they're violating the law of the land. They call for an end to private free enterprise that has brought more liberty and freedom and greatness and prosperity to our nation than never brought to any people in the world. They call for an end to the right to private property, and without the right to private property, no people, whoever they are, can be free. And they are the ones who either knowingly or unwittingly have worked for victory of communism over Americanism. And I challenge these, whether they be in government, in the church, in labor, in education, in business, in industry, or elsewhere in our society, who now make these demands upon our president and upon our men on the battlefield to show us the difference between what they demand and the communist platform for the United States of America. It is nothing but a farce and a sham for our leaders in government today to profess to be fighting against communism in Southeast Asia in order that these people of a distant nation might enjoy freedom of choice and self-determination, while right here in the United States of America, these same people are telling American parents that they have no voice in determining the destiny of their children and the future of their education. While we profess to be fighting for the freedom of people in faraway Southeast Asia, we are telling here in this country our parents to forget their children, to forget their country, to forget their safety, to forget their education, and to forget God. And it's time that our public officials change their course. And if they can't change their course, they need to be voted out of office, and it needs to be done soon. I promise you this, that Lester Maddox will not forget. And I pray and hope and pray that you too will never forget. We need only to look at history to know that it is impossible to win a war against an enemy such as communism so long as we continue to use our tax dollars to finance, feed, house, clothe, and encourage that enemy of communism both at home and abroad. Our war on poverty is nothing but a war on freedom and liberty, free enterprise, and the right to private property in this country. If we win the war on poverty as being fought by our national government in the Office of Economic Opportunity in this country today, we're going to lose our war for God and liberty and America. See fiscally irresponsible political handout programs draining our national treasure and jeopardizing all of our lifetime investments through inflation. We would not see the great American private free enterprise system shackled and stymied by bureaucratic followers of Lenin and Marx. We would neither see the freedom of choice being denied the poor, the helpless, and the ignorant, while the children of top government officials enjoy the luxurious security of their own private schools, immune to the chaos and confusion brought about their father's stupidity. We would not see America's right to private property being stomped into the muck of some idealistic social theory. No, when these decisions were made which affected the very lives of some 200 million Americans and much of the world, God was left standing in some little dark anteroom because the hypocrites could not tolerate his presence.
Amen.